Many Ontario seniors possess a massive net worth on paper, yet struggle with the daily cost of groceries. Their wealth is tied up in the brick and mortar of a home that feels increasingly empty. Traditional banks offer little relief. To qualify for a standard home equity line of credit, you must prove a high monthly income and commit to immediate payments, two requirements most retirees on a fixed pension cannot meet. That leaves a difficult choice: endure the physical exhaustion and expense of selling your home for cash, or take on a specialized high-cost loan to stay put. We can map this exact dilemma using a quadrant chart. Our homeowner is stuck in the bottom left corner, burdened by high maintenance but starved for liquid cash. To reach a better balance, there are two primary routes: downsizing or securing a reverse mortgage. But a house is an illiquid asset. Converting roof shingles and hardwood floors into spendable dollars is a complex, expensive process. Tapping into a lifetime of home equity is never free. Choosing the wrong strategy can drain your savings and compromise your safety as you age. Downsizing offers a massive, immediate financial payout. When you sell your primary residence in Canada, you realize all of your accumulated equity entirely tax-free, thanks to the principal residence exemption. It also addresses mobility. Trading a two-story house for a single-level condo eliminates the stairs, reducing the risk of falls and cutting daily upkeep down to almost zero. However, selling a property creates significant transactional friction. A large portion of your equity will disappear before the check ever reaches your bank account. On a $1 million home sale, we first slice off roughly 5% to cover real estate commissions and staging fees. Then comes the tax bill for your new property. Ontario charges a land transfer tax, and if you are buying within the City of Toronto, a municipal tax doubles that cost. Add in legal fees and the price of moving itself. By the time you unpack your boxes, the true capital available to you has shrunk by 8 to 10%. And while you have escaped the surprise costs of a leaky roof, you have replaced them with guaranteed monthly condo fees that typically rise every year. Some downsizers bypass the condo market, choosing to rent a suite in an independent living or retirement residence. These communities provide built-in social networks, daily meal plans, and care services that can scale up as your health needs change. The trade-off is the monthly burn rate. Rent and care fees in these facilities often cost thousands of dollars a month, which can quickly deplete the capital you gained from the sale. Downsizing successfully turns your house into cash, but it demands an expensive upfront transaction and the emotional difficulty of leaving your longtime neighborhood. A reverse mortgage takes a different approach. It allows homeowners 55 and older to borrow against their property's value, maintain full ownership, and eliminate monthly mortgage payments. The bank pays you, either in a lump sum or monthly installments. Because it is a loan, the cash is tax-free and will not trigger clawbacks on your old age security or guaranteed income supplement. This path allows you to age in place. You keep your familiar neighbors, your garden, and your memories, avoiding the physical stress of packing up your life. But keeping the house means accepting a debt structure that grows over time. This line graph illustrates the core risk. The flat blue line represents a home with a stable market value over a 15-year period. Because you aren't making monthly payments, the interest on your loan compounding. The red curve shows your debt accelerating, growing larger month after month. The shrinking gap between your home's value and your rising debt is your remaining equity. For those planning to leave an inheritance, this structure steadily erodes that legacy. Furthermore, you are still responsible for the property. If you fail to pay your property taxes, let your insurance lapse, or allow the house to fall into severe disrepair, the lender can call the loan due. Beyond the finances, aging in a large, multi-story house brings physical risks. Navigating stairs becomes dangerous, and isolation in a quiet suburban neighborhood can harm your mental health. Without the energy or funds for upkeep, maintenance gets deferred. Gutters clog, paint peels, and the house slowly deteriorates around you. A reverse mortgage addresses today's cash flow problems, but it does so by borrowing against your family's legacy and your future mobility. The choice between selling and borrowing must be dictated by your specific life priorities. Let's follow this decision tree flowchart. Everything starts from identifying your primary goal. For most Ontario seniors, that goal falls into one of three paths: legacy preservation, immediate comfort, or anticipating complex care. On the first path, if your top goal is to maximize the financial inheritance you leave behind for your family, then downsizing is the more effective choice. Taking the upfront hit on closing costs protects your remaining capital from the impact of compounding interest. Look at the second path. Perhaps your current home is already accessible, but you need immediate cash to pay for in-home nursing or daily living support. Here, the reverse mortgage is the optimal fit. You are trading future equity for the ability to stay in a familiar environment today. Funding those home modifications or hiring support staff ensures you can navigate your living space with dignity and independence. Finally, consider the third path. If you anticipate a likely move into a long-term care facility within the next few years, a reverse mortgage becomes a risk. The moment you permanently move out of your house and into a care facility, the entire loan becomes due. In this scenario, moving to downsize today is necessary. It secures your equity now, so you can afford the medical care you will need tomorrow. Your home equity provides the most security when the extraction strategy aligns with the goals of your final chapter.